This man was completely wicked. I'm talking about diabolical. John Wayne Gacy was born on March 17, 1942. He was an American serial killer who raped, tortured, and murdered 33 boys and men. And they all happened between the 1972 and 1978. John Wayne Gacy was born on Illinois, Chicago. He became known as the Killer Clown because prior to his murders, he was actually a performing clown.
The clowning was relaxation for me. I enjoyed entertaining kids. Like some people are, you know, they unwind in different ways. Either we're going out drinking or that. I could put on clown makeup and I was relaxed,
How
and I
about
enjoyed doing it. It was
that?
twice. It was only twice a month that I did it.
Yeah,
I
this was
would
not
rent.
used then for a lure to draw kids to you as the.
No, we would visit different hospitals and entertain the children there. And we didn't entertain them with handcuffs or anything like that. All we used was balloon animals and small toys and stuff like that. But we also did parades. And in the summertime, like on 4th of July, I used to be in 4 parades in one day. I've always told people when I got into clown makeup, I regressed into childhood. It was fun being a clown because you could be yourself or just let yourself go and act a fool. You could be slapstick and funny and have a good time. That's why I always enjoyed clowning. Clowning has taken a bad name because of what they've used in my case.
I mean, according to him, he actually did like being a clown. Like like he said, it was a way for him to unwind. Given the context, I can see why people think that he was a clown, and people probably think that he was a clown trying to lure the kids. So all of his crime and atrocities, he committed it inside of his ranch style home. So he would typically lure his victims and by tricking them, and he's like, "Do you want to see a magic trick?" And then he handcuffed them. He would rape them, torture them, and eventually kill them. So how he would kill his victim is through asphyxiation or strangulation. So 26 of his victims was buried in the crawl space of his home. So in 1968, he was convicted of sodomizing a young boy in Iowa. He was sentenced to 10 years, but he only served 10 months. He murdered his first victim in 1972. So there was a victim that survived. His name was Anthony Antonucci.
Anthony Antonucci is one very lucky guy. He believes he escaped certain death at the hands of John Wayne Gacy.
Do you think he was there to kill you that night?
Absolutely.
Get in the car.
He's speaking out today as a new drama about Gacy, Devil in Disguise, debuts on Peacock.
I would have been about victim, I don't know, 3 or 4. Pretty early on.
It was 1975. Antonucci was just 16, working part-time for Gacy's construction company when the creep challenged him to a wrestling match.
And all of a sudden, he had handcuffs. I didn't see him. He took them out of his pocket, unbeknownst, and got it on one of my wrists.
It was a trick Gacy used on many of his victims, but Antonucci, a high school wrestler, managed to wriggle out of the cuffs and turn the tables, slapping them on Gacy.
Geez, look, do you attribute your wrestling background to saving your life?
I do. I actually do.
Like most serial killers, he's very intelligent.
Rafael Tovar, one of the lead investigators who brought Gacy to justice, is portrayed in the TV series.
We gotta talk. Kid's missing. Reported last seen with you. I don't know who that is.
Gacy preyed on young men and boys and was known as the Killer Clown. Because he liked to dress up as a clown, he called pogo to entertain children at parties.
Clowns are friendly. Clowns are, everybody's friend. And with a clown face, he could draw kids closer to him.
He's believed to have murdered at least 33 victims. Cops found most of the bodies buried in the crawl space under his home in a Chicago suburb. He was sentenced to death and gave Inside Edition his final interview. Our former anchor, Bill O'Reilly, spoke to Gacy on the phone hours before he was executed.
Do you feel any sense of remorse about anything that's happened here?
Well, considering I've never had a fair trial, how am I supposed to feel?
Even at this late date, you still say that you are innocent.
I will go to my death that way.
So before they executed him, he requested a last meal. So his last meal was a bucket of Kentucky Fried Chicken, 12 deep fried shrimp, French fries, and a pound of strawberries. So on May 10, 1997, John Wayne Gacy was killed by lethal ejection. Doing research for this case, it was very disturbing. But in conclusion, rest in peace to the 33 victims, men and boys, who was killed by this man. And my deepest condolences to the families and of the victims. Um, this whole thing is just completely insane. Anyone who's affected by this tragedy, my deepest condolences.